The fact that Earth has only one moon is rather unusual, especially when compared to Jupiter, which boasts 79 known moons, each unique and of great importance in the exploration of our solar system. In contrast to Earth's satellite, which shows little activity, many of Jupiter's moons, such as Io, are highly dynamic. Io, the innermost of the Galilean moons, is an excellent example of this. It was first observed in 1610 by Galileo Galilei, who also discovered 3 other moons of Jupiter, Callisto, Ganymede, and Europa, which are collectively known as the Galilean moons. The German mathematician and astronomer Simon Marius, who pointed his telescope at Jupiter just a day later, also discovered the same moons and was the first to propose the name Io, which eventually became official. The name Io comes from Greek mythology, where she was a priestess and the lover of Zeus, the Roman equivalent of Jupiter. Io is the 3rd largest of the Galilean moons, with a diameter of over 3,600 kilometers, slightly larger than Earth's moon. Its gravitational force is similar to Earth's satellite, with Io having about 1/6 of Earth's gravity. The moon weighs 89 trillion tons, compared to Earth's moon, which weighs 70 trillion tons. Io takes about 42 hours to orbit Jupiter and complete one rotation. With an area of about 42,000 square kilometers, Io's surface is slightly larger than Switzerland's. Io orbits Jupiter at a distance of about 421,000 kilometers, and if we were to travel from Earth to Jupiter's moon, it would be a journey of over 628 million kilometers. Io is notable for its role in the first measurement of the speed of light. In the 17th century, Danish astronomer Ole Arme predicted that Io would undergo an eclipse about 10 minutes later than expected, which helped prove that the speed of light is finite. Space missions to Jupiter and its moons began in the 1970s, with Pioneer 10 and 11 reaching Jupiter. The first detailed images of Io were captured by the Voyager 1 and 2 probes in 1979, and in 2007, New Horizons, which was headed toward Pluto, also captured images of Io. The Galileo space probe, launched in 1989, spent years in orbit around Jupiter and provided significant insights into Io and its moons. The mission was extended beyond its original end date of 1997 due to the probe's continued functionality, and it provided incredible close-up images of Io. The Galileo mission ended in 2003 when the spacecraft was deliberately deorbited into Jupiter's atmosphere. One of the most notable images taken by Galileo in 1999 showed Io in vivid detail, showcasing its full surface, which is characterized by mountains, volcanoes, and a relatively young geological landscape. Many of Io's surface features, such as mountains up to 9 kilometers high, change over short periods, indicating ongoing geological activity. The primary cause of this activity is Jupiter's gravitational forces, which exert immense tidal stresses on Io's interior. Volcanism on Io is extraordinary. The moon is home to over 300 active volcanoes, making it the most volcanically active body in the solar system. Some of its volcanoes are immense, with diameters of several hundred kilometers, and they produce eruptions that can reach temperatures of up to 1,300 degrees Celsius. These eruptions have been captured in images from the Voyager and New Horizons missions, with some volcanic plumes reaching as high as 300 kilometers into space. These eruptions are fueled by Io's low gravity and ongoing tidal heating, which is believed to be powered by a massive, subsurface magma ocean. The largest volcano on Io, Loki-Patera, named after the Nordic god of fire, has a diameter of 226 kilometers and erupts regularly, with intervals between eruptions ranging from 475 to 540 days. The eruptions of Loki contribute significantly to the heat on Io and are even visible from Earth through telescopes. Io's atmosphere is primarily composed of sulfur dioxide, with small traces of other gases, influenced by its volcanic activity. The atmosphere extends up to 120 kilometers in height, and despite its appearance as a small moon, Io is one of the most fascinating and unique bodies in the solar system. The extraordinary volcanic activity on its surface makes it a major subject of study, inspiring scientists and astronomers worldwide. While future exploration of Io was initially planned by ESA and NASA, NASA has withdrawn from the mission for the time being, leading ESA to focus on the other Galilean moons. Whether Io will be revisited by a space mission in the near future remains uncertain,